Okay, people of Wayne County, it is 5 o'clock, and we have not seen a statement from anyone officially. All right, let's rehash today. I'm tired. I have peopled way too much today, but I'm going to try to break this down and make this as clear as possible. First, as far as the post that Miss D, Noah's mother, made earlier today, she based that post on the fact that the school told her the sheriff was making a statement. Okay? And that's why she made that post, because she believed them and thought that there will be a formal statement. As of now, no formal statement has been made by the sheriff, by the school board, by the school, or any other official in any capacity confirming or denying these children are in school. Several people are saying that it was a lie. Several people are saying that it was the truth. I don't know. What I do know, it has not been addressed. Everything in Wayne County, whether it be bed bugs in the high school or somebody threatening to bring a weapon, is publicly acknowledged, and there is some assurance made to the public that our children are safe. In this case, there has been nothing. I understand they cannot confirm nor deny whether those children are in school, but they simply could have got on here and said, I can assure you your children are safe. That would not be denying or confirming anything. That's the first thing. So we still have no solid confirmation whether or not it is true. Now, another thing has happened since then. Another child has been accused of being the one who started all this. That child is not connected to the Noah Bush case whatsoever. But several students turned that child in, saying that he made these statements and also stating that he had a weapon in his book bag. His mother has posted stating none of this was true and that the school contacted her and how her child was embarrassed and treated wrong and all of this. Again, I cannot confirm nor deny any of this. Several children and their parents have said that that child, whose name I'm not going to say, but if you look in the Wayne County groups, that child's mother posted as well. And I don't know if he had a weapon. I don't know if he said anything about any of this. But what I do know is the mother said he did not know that. He did not know Noah personally. And that he did not say that. That he don't know why these group of kids got together saying that he did. But for whatever reason they did. Those group of kids said that he did in fact say that. And did in fact say that he hoped they did not find the knife in his book bag. Again, I cannot definitively confirm any of this. I am giving y'all what I got. Everybody and their mother has called me today. Okay, now let's back up for a second. There's another lady who has been posting, who has reached out to the state board. She has reached out to the Board of Education. She has reached out to the school. I myself have reached out to the school, the Board of Education, and the DA's office to no avail. Basically, we're either not getting an answer or we're being told they can't confirm nor deny it. So that's where we're at on that. This is my problem with all of this. When they said there was head lice, or not head lice, I think it was bed bugs or lice in school, the high school, y'all remember, they come on Facebook, clear that up. When there was threats of violence, they came on Facebook, cleared that up. Anytime there's extra police security at the school, or if there's police presence that's more than normal, they clear up, hey, we're doing a drill today. We don't want you to be alarmed. Usually a mass text goes out to all the parents. Did anybody receive a text today in regards to these specific questions? Because I have not. I have talked to the board to no avail. I've talked to the school to no avail. I've pulled my children out of separate schools today, not permanently, but for today, because I need an answer. So far, no one has definitively said anything. So I do not know if these children are in our system. I do not know if the other child is a threat to our kids, or if it's just a bunch of kids getting together saying it. There's another parent saying her child is being bullied at this same school. This is what I know as a mother. And let me make this very clear, since I know a lot of the officials are watching me anyway because I'm beefing with Tim Cockfield and everybody else. Let me make this clear so there's no miscommunications. About anybody's children, I will lay down permanently. Do y'all understand me? About these kids, anybody can get it. Now, y'all want us to trust y'all. Y'all want our votes. Y'all want our money. Y'all want us to pay our taxes. We want to know what the hell is going on in this school system. We want to know what is going on with our children. We want to know our kids are safe. Now, we all know I have no problems taking it there with anybody, everybody. I'm trying to be, calm. But y'all know me. Now, I have talked to Miss D, Noah's mom, personally. We have been on the phone for an extended period of time. This morning, the principal assured her that the sheriff would be making a statement today. City offices and county offices, government offices in Wayne County usually close at 5 o'clock, correct? As of 5 o'clock, no one has made a statement. No one has made a post. No one has said anything. What is really going on at this school? What is really going on with these children? If those children are not there, all the children that are saying they witnessed this, what made them say that? Are they being held accountable for saying it and causing mass panic? I have several questions. Most kids don't just sit around and say, hey, let's dig up some bad memories and let's upset the people who got kids here and make them freak out for nothing. No kid has that conversation. These allegations came from something. Something transpired. Something happened. Now, we know they've put locks on the school doors and you got to press the button and they got to see your ID and buzz you in and all the things. But let's just say, hypothetically, if these kids are in that system, what is that going to help if the murderer is inside with them? Let's be real. Let's talk about it. Everybody has came to me. People I've never seen, never heard of a day in my life since I've been me has came to me. Has tried to tell me their versions of what's going on, things they've seen, things they've heard, the things their children have told them. My child attends the school that is in questioning, okay? But my kid is not a people person. He's not peoply. He's not mean, but he's not friendly. He's kind of standoffish. And unless he has to, he don't interact. So he cannot confirm nor deny this. I've asked. When my children were picked up at school today from separate schools, I made sure they knew why I was having my children picked up and what my concern was. No one would address it. The only thing that they said was, we will make a note of what your reason is, so hopefully the absence will not count against them. Outside of that, nothing's been said. Everybody's saying to refer to Miss Demetrius's post and all this, but she made that post under the assumption that a statement was going to be made. As of yet, no statement has been made. I waited an extra 20 minutes before I went live. So the question is, what is really going on here? Something for sure is going on. Now, the parent's name, I can't remember her first name, but the parent of the other little boy who everybody said was saying and doing all this stuff, her last name is Thrift. She's in one of the Wayne County groups. If y'all give me a minute, I'll go pull it back up and share the post. But I don't know. But she's saying how she feels like her child was more or less targeted and all the things. But bottom line, we need answers. We need answers. D, if you watching this live, baby, I can't read that and do this because I don't think it's going to work like that. Let me see. But Miss D is telling me that assistant superintendent did call, but she couldn't give out any information and that the superintendent is sick. But another person who called, I'm not going to say her name because right now she doesn't want her name out there, I don't think. But she called and they told her that the superintendent was not taking calls today. and that the assistant superintendent wasn't available to talk. And several people have called up there and basically were told they could not confirm nor deny. And that is to the school board, the schools, and everything. But Miss D does believe that the rumor is not true, that the boys are not in school with our children. I trust her. I'm going to be honest. I can't speak on nothing or nobody else, but I trust her. But we still have the concern of why is this not being addressed? These are our children and their safety. I don't know what else to tell y'all besides that. Like, nobody's answering. Nobody's made a statement. Nobody's confirming or denying or anything. And then apparently there's other circumstances and other children that are being brought into this that had nothing to do with the Noah Bush case. Now, I don't know if that's some other kid's form of bullying and setting this kid up for failure, or if this kid did in fact say these things. But several children and their parents have said these things were said. And this whole situation started Wednesday. And these are multiple families of multiple colors that have reached out to me with the same story. But then I've had other families saying that's not how it went. But a majority of the people are confirming, yes, this is how it happened. I don't know, y'all. I have talked to everybody and reached out to everybody. I have not heard back from the DA. I have not heard back from the school. I have not heard back from the board. And I started these emails and communications and things last night, right after Rachel tagged me, asking had I seen it. So what do y'all want to do? Like, what are we going to do? Because I feel like this needs to be addressed. A statement needs to be made. We need to know. And even if they can't confirm or deny whether those children are in school, they can confirm or deny that, hey, there's no credible threat to your children. And nobody has said that. I would have been content had any official of any capacity got on here and said, hey, we've heard the rumors and we just want to clear up the fact we investigated it and your children are safe. Nobody ain't even gave us that much. And I just find that weird because, let's be honest, everything that's put on Facebook about anything in this county is addressed. As a matter of fact, nothing's addressed until it makes it to social media. And it's sad, but it's true. Now, in the same school, if y'all recall, there was another child who was kicked out of school for bringing a paper gun to school. Remember? Y'all remember. Okay. And also, another child, this was 2 years ago, was kicked out of school for a text message that he received over the summer where a female student sent him I'm trying to say this politically correctly, let's just say a naked picture. And that child was also put in alternative school or kicked out of school for receiving the picture. He did not send it to anybody else or anything else. So what I'm trying to understand, what is going on in this school system? What is going on in this county? Y'all get on here and see me raise all the sand in the world. Some of it y'all agree with, some y'all don't. It's okay. We don't have to agree. Long as we got a mutual respect, we can get an understanding. But why are we paying these officials? Because we pay taxes, so we pay their salaries, right? There's too many questions here. The DA's in questioning. The mayor's been in questioning. Different commissioners have been in questioning. The school board has been in questioning. Teachers have been in questioning. Who the hell are we supposed to trust here? Let's be real. Who are we supposed to trust here? Somebody make it make sense. All these people are supposedly in positions of power, and yet we can't have a conversation with them. They cannot answer the most basic questions. They cannot answer our concerns. How can we feel safe and secure with their leadership if they won't answer the questions? Nobody thinks we deserve to know what's really going on in this school. Anybody that has children in Arthur Williams Middle School, I implore you, talk to your children. Explain to them bullying ain't cool. Explain to them what threats are, which at that age, they all should be aware. You know, they should understand unless they have some disability or another. And disabilities does not make them less able. It just means their abilities are different. Let me be clear on that. But talk to your kids. Let them know. If they see something, say something. At this point, if we're not there, these babies got to stand up for themselves and each other, because the board is not doing it. The officials are not doing it. I can't do it by myself. Y'all know I don't mind. I will go to war with all of them by my damn self. Y'all know, y'all have watched me do it. Y'all have watched me do it. As a group, you've watched me do it by myself. I ain't gonna fold. But until we all stand up, it doesn't matter. Because one thing about it, black, white, purple, green, I don't give a damn if you're a purple alien with pink polka dots. When we all stand up together, the table is knocked over. The games stop. What are we going to do? These are our children. These are our kids. Amy, I know you here, baby. And it's like, come on. Nobody thought to just say, hey, y'all's kids are safe. Those rumors are not founded. That would have worked if you can't say we can't confirm or deny. Y'all could have simply said those rumors were unfounded. Your children are safe. There is no credible threat that we can see. We've investigated. We've checked something. We can't get nothing. And several parents are reaching out to me about different things that's going on. And when they're ready to share their stories, I will share their stories if they're scared to. And if they're ready to air it out, I will help them air it out. I will stand with them, sit with them. If they are in a wheelchair, baby, I will push them up to wherever they need to be to make their statement. I am tired of this. The officials in this county is running this county as if it's a game, or if it's their households and only what they say matter. Nothing else matters. Nothing else makes sense. That's not how that works. We are the people. We are the people. And let's just be real. Without us, they wouldn't be in there. Even though some of these elections been questionable, let's just tell the truth. I remember the power being off, and not the power, excuse me, the internet being off during a certain election. And so that meant, you know, no internet and all the things. How was the votes counted? Just saying. I also remember a certain person was ahead in the race, and then for some reason there was a recount and then they lost. I keep up with all of this. Y'all please pay attention to what is going on in this county. With the schools, with the police, with the DA, with the prosecutors, with the judges, with everybody. Nobody seems to care until it's their family, until they're a victim, until it's them that's suffering in some capacity. But when one of us suffers, all of us suffers. Because let me explain something to y'all. The same thing that happened to Noah could have happened to any of our children. Let me reiterate. What happened to Noah could have happened to any of our children, because they were in the same school system. They had some of the same friends. What Miss D is going through, all of us should have been going through it with her, if nothing else in the capacity that we're parents, we're grandparents, we're aunts, we're uncles. All this. It could have been us. It could have been us. And if we're honest, we love to say Wayne County strong, Wayne County strong. So it did happen to all of us. One child is too many. Just one. One is too many. One death investigation that is botched is too many. One officer that has ties to the defendant that he's supposed to be building the case against is too many. Y'all understand? Do a people search on people. You would be surprised who some people are kin to in Wayne County. Yeah. You would be surprised how deep this runs. Okay? I have been looking into this for years. I have been a victim of the system. I have fought the system. I've beat the system sometimes. And sometimes they have beat the hell out of me. But each time I fought. I stood. I said what needed to be said. I done what needed to be done. Not just for me, not just for mine, for yours, theirs, his, hers, everybody's. Even the ones that don't like me, that I don't like, for whatever purpose we may have, I will still defend you, your children, and your rights because you fucking matter to me. Excuse my language, y'all, but I'm frustrated. I have not slept in 3 days. I've already been going through all this with the thing with Tim Cockfield, and not everybody has to agree on that. Yes, it was a figure of speech, but bottom line, it was a figure of speech that shouldn't have been used, period. Simply put. I'm tired of this, y'all. We all see it. We all see what's going on. We all see the things that's wrong. We all see the things. I have literally hundreds of people who will jump in my inbox and say, I agree with you, but this ain't right, but I can't say anything. I run a business, or because of my job, or because we have a no internet policy, or whatever the case may be. I understand all of that. But in something like this, with our children, that cancels out all of that. Let me tell you something. I would give up my house, my job, my car, anything about my kids. About my kids, everything can go. I hope to God I don't go through that again, because I said that one time and God made me stand on that. I lost everything and had to go through the changes of life to get it back. But got it back. But at the same time, if we don't stand for these kids, who gonna stand for these kids? If my mama don't believe me, if my mama won't stand for me, who I'm supposed to go to? If my daddy won't stand for me, my aunt, my grandma, if my teacher won't stand for me, come on now. Let's be real. We tell these kids, tell the truth. Be honest. Don't lie to me. Stand for what's right. How the hell you want your kids to stand for what's right when you won't? Just saying. Kids mimic what they see. They definitely do. My children, they've been protesters. A few years back, my son went on Facebook, did a whole live because he felt some type of way. And I'm going to tell y'all, I don't want my children to ever be broken adults because they didn't get to say what needed to be said. They didn't get some closure on some issue or another. I don't want my children to be damaged adults because I did not cover them as a mother when they were a child. Let's be honest. The past few years, how many officials have been fired? How many officials have been sued? How many lawsuits has Wayne County had? Have y'all ever looked that up? One. Just one lawsuit cost Wayne County $1 million. We're Wayne County. And like, we can talk about the taxes and all the things, but we can't talk about the things that matter more than money. I don't know about y'all. My kids matter more than money, but it might be because, I ain't rich. I ain't rich. I ain't never been rich. I'm not going to say I'm poor. I could be more comfortable. But I get out here every day. I go to work. I take care of my kids. I took care of my elders. Some of y'all's elders when I worked in a nursing home. I stand for all of mine, all of y'all's. When are y'all going to stand up? When are y'all going to have enough of all this systematic injustice? When are you going to have enough of the officials picking and choosing when and what they're going to address? When is enough enough? How is it that we are the people, the workers, the backbone of this community? We really are. We are. And that's not to take from government officials or police, because some of them are some awesome people. There is some police that, baby, I will shut it all down about. There's a few of them, baby, I will turn up. Full capacity. But there is some of them, I can't honestly say that if they fell, I would help pick them up. And if I did, it's just because that's what Jesus would want me to do. I'm hellish, but I pray. And guys, memo, even Jesus flipped the tables. Jesus flipped the tables. Just saying. Wayne County, we got to stand up. Like, for real. It's time. Our children deserve more. Our community deserves more. Government officials are putting out things that cause a racial divide. And yes, you can say that I have to. But my intent was never to cause a racial divide. I am biracial. Let me be clear on that. I'm mixed. So, I don't want black folks and white folks fighting. Because what the hell am I supposed to do? Stand in the middle and say don't fight? Come on, that's crazy. I want the community to be a community. We should be able to come to one another if we need help without having to do it anonymously, because when you're anonymous, none of us trust you. Just being real, too many people did it trying to take advantage of folks. But as a community, when one of us is hurting, all of us should be hurting. When one of us are going through it, we all supposed to go through it together. We're supposed to build each other up. We have to hold these people accountable on all of this. They write a narrative. Everything they put out there. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's ugly, it doesn't matter. There's a narrative there. Okay? And if nobody's questioning the narrative, and if nobody's challenging anything, then everything they say is law. But let's be real. Parents, grandparents that have children, if you have children, at some point you have fussed at your child about something and later found out that you wasn't wrong. You was wrong. You was not right. Do you go back and tell your kids, I'm wrong? I'm sorry. Mama ain't right all the time. Daddy ain't right all the time. Because I do. I hold myself accountable like I hold them accountable. We need answers of what's going on in this school system. We need answers for what's going on in this county. The only thing I want to know is who's going to stand up. I see all the comments, y'all. I ain't read none of that yet, except for like one. But I will go back and I will read them and answer y'all. But let's be real, Wayne County. When we going to stand up? I'm tired. Y'all ain't tired? And I know some of y'all hate to see me coming. And some of y'all love to see me coming. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all. You know why so many people tune in and watch and share my stuff? Because they know if I decided to go live, it needed to be said. And I'm saying what everybody's thinking, but not everybody is willing to say. And whatever I said, I'll stand on it. If I'm right, I stand on it. If I'm wrong, I stand on it. And my apology is just as loud as my disrespect. Because I'm not always right. But in this case, I'm 100% correct. They need to be held accountable. They need to answer the hard questions. They need to let us know what is going on in our county. Period. On all fronts, all bases, government, judicial, all the things. School board, everybody. Because everybody has a story. And y'all will tell me the story. I'm one person. One person. Why can't we question them? Why do we have to be put on dockets to be in meetings? Why does it have to be approved for us to speak? Unless we go on Facebook. And then let's look at it this way. I want to go and speak at the commissioners meeting. It's going to have to be approved. What if the person decides, oh, while I've seen her live, she's ghetto, she's loud, I don't like it. I'm not going to approve her. Yes, I have full capacity to be completely professional, and I will in that setting. But I am going to be honest. I'm going to be blunt but respectful. But I'm going to say the hard things. I'm going to ask the hard questions. But I'm telling y'all, I don't think they will approve me being in this meeting. But I am going to try. Because it needs to be said. Somebody's got to stand up. I want to know, what are we going to do? It didn't bother you, your kids going to school today, you not knowing if there's a murderer in their school? It bothered the hell out of me. So much that my friend went and picked my children up so I could go to work. I put them on the bus this morning. I sent them to school. They weren't even there an hour, I don't think. And she came all the way from out of town to go pick up my children for their security. That should never be a question. I should never have to wonder, are my children safe at school? I want y'all to really think about that.